So, how are you guys today? Thanks so much for joining. I usually have my setup better than this, but I'm holding it today. It's just going to work out better today. But I'll get this train moving. I have quite a few brooches, and then I have a necklace and another necklace. So I have mainly sort of bracelets or necklaces and one bracelet here and then the rest brooches. So let me start. I will start things off with this little white brooch here. Yeah, exactly. Chugga chugga. I believe it's vintage, but no markings. Hi, Brooke, or Brooke's mama, I should say. Welcome on in. Michelle with Twinkle Ice Jewels. Thanks so much for joining. I usually have brand new jewelry from department stores, overruns, that sort of thing. But I do have a small box of vintage things that I'm slowly auctioning. So that's some of the things you see here today. I have quite a few American jewelry pieces, and these are new old stock. So they've never been worn, never been used, never been owned. And this is a American jewelry company from the 80s. This is Noah's Ark bracelet. And if you have any questions or anything, just type it in the chat. This next piece is a pretty rare American jewelry club or American jewelry company. Oh my goodness, I can't talk today. So this is here. Hey Tony, welcome on in. This is what I call Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. American Journal. It's like they're basically sea beast collectible. This is in perfect shape. You have the blue sea there. Yeah, isn't that bracelet cute? I have about 5 of them. I got a pack of the Noah's Ark bracelets, and I have 1 pair of earrings. So if you're interested, let me know, and I can do a bundle with the bracelet and the earrings. So you see the American Journal Club signature or Journal Club, Jewelry Club. Oh my gosh, you guys have to forgive me. I don't know what my problem is, but I cannot speak. So Nessie is running. I have one of the pinwheels as well, and I've seen quite a few pinwheels, but the Nessie is pretty rare for the American Jewelry Club. And this is in primo condition. It actually was still on the card, and I took it off the card so you could see the back. But thank you so much, Rachel. I'll put that back in the card. But I just love this. So cool. So again, this is the next one. Also American Jewelry Company. I just love this thing because look at this. It actually moves. Again, this is new old stock, never been worn by anybody, and in really good shape. So I will put that up to auction, and that is running now. So is everybody Ready for a great afternoon of antique and jewelry train? So exciting. As I was digging through my vintage box, I came across some things that I don't know if they're antiques or not, so I'm doing a little research on them. The next time I have a show, I'll list them, but I just have to show you guys this. I listed it in our Lilyworks page to get some more information, but I bought this. I thought I bought it in a lot of brooches, and I thought it was a brooch until check this action out. It's actually, I thought perhaps it was a match holder, an antique match holder, but our matches do not fit. So, and there's a problem with the spring. They've tried to repair it and sort of wrecked it a little bit. But I'm doing some research on this, and when I find out some more info, I'm going to list it. Yeah, maybe a snuff holder. Yeah, that's a good idea because the matches were just like a little hair too long to fit in there. But I thought, what a cool thing that was. So as soon as I figure out some more info, I'm going to list that. But up next is this cool vintage question mark that's running now. It's got some of the green discoloration on the back. Very good condition. All the stones are there. So some of you who've been watching for a while know that my husband is British. And when I went to see him, he hasn't moved here to the U.S. yet. We're waiting for his immigration papers. And so I just went there 2 months ago, and we had our wedding blessing on our 1 year anniversary. And we went to hear about Jet. So if you're familiar with the seaside town where Dracula was filmed, they have a black stone that comes off the sides of the cliff called jet. And these black mourning brooches were made really popular during Queen Victoria's days. So she started wearing black. Yeah, this is not Whitby jet. Just let me clarify that. These are some sort of hematite or rhinestone. I wish it was Whitby jet. But yes, that these brooches are sort of made off of that idea. So these are both mourning brooches. When Queen Victoria wore a mourning Whitby jet, some jewelry and brooches, the whole country started copying her. And I believe that this is an American duplicate of that, but it is not, again, let me say, not Whitby jet. So I'm going to run both of those. First, I'm going to run, let me see here. I got to find it. First, I'm going to run this one with the little flower on the top. So yeah, I'm really excited to go to Whitby because apparently you cannot dig it out of the cliffs. But if you explore around and you find it on the ground, you can take it with you. My husband bought me a pair of Whitby Jet earrings, so I have a pair of earrings. But it's sort of one of those things that um, once they've mined all the Whitby there or all the jet, there's not going to be anything left. So yeah, it's just really interesting um, to learn about the history of where some of these things came from. And Rachel, thank you so much, Rachel. Rachel can let you know that I am just getting into sort of vintage things. If you had asked me 3 weeks ago, do you want to be talking about or selling vintage jewelry or vintage anything, I would have laughed and said no. And Rachel's really gotten me into this. And I just am sort of getting a hang of how to research and learn about things. And yeah, it's crazy, but I'm enjoying it and having a good time. So the next one is going to be this black one here. And I believe that it is probably hematite or black rhinestones. That's running now. Yeah, it is really cool. And when you sort of know the background of it, pretty much every single British woman has some sort of mourning jewelry. Um, they will always have some sort of black Whitby jet. So as soon as I told my new mother-in-law that Adam bought me a Whitby jet pair of earrings, she went into her bedroom and got out her Whitby jet. So it's sort of something, it's like a rite of passage when you're a young girl and you get your first Whitby jet jewelry. So it was really interesting to learn about. Um, every Christmas, I do a show for some local women here who love statement necklaces. And this is one of the statement necklaces that I was going to bring, but I thought I would show it to you guys instead. This is a vintage Charter Club snowflake necklace. So this is vintage Macy's, most likely from the 80s because, or maybe early 90s. I can find similar necklaces online from Macy's now, but they have one snowflake and they're running for $30 and up. So this has 9 different snowflakes all the way around. And it's just a beautiful vintage statement necklace. If you're wanting something for Christmas, this is it. Very cool. So if you're a part of our Lilyworks community, Rachel has started a Facebook group. Is basically Lilyworks Research. So if you have pieces and you're not sure about them, or you're wondering, okay, um, can anybody that's more knowledgeable tell me more? For instance, we have a lot of really knowledgeable vintage and antique experts in this group. And so you can post pictures there and they will try to help you figure out more information. So you can get more information on that at our Lilyworks page. So this is one that I also bought from a lady who many of you probably heard me talking about it. She died and she was from Atlanta. And she had an entire room in her house full of jewelry. And then her daughter found out after she passed that she had a she shed filled to the brim with jewelry. So when her mom passed, she had to actually get a moving truck to move everything to her house. This necklace is just stunning. It is missing one one stone, and every time I look for the missing stone, oh, there it is. Yeah, right there. So it's missing one of the green flowers, but I believe that this is a necklace called F Smiley. I've looked it up online, and there's the same necklace that somebody has selling, and the brand is called F Smiley, and it's running for $38. So I have it discounted to $15 because it's missing this little piece here, but it's still a really cool piece. And I actually was thinking about trying to put a green jewel there just to complete the necklace because it's just neat. It's a little understated, but the reason that I bought this is I didn't know it was missing the flower, and I was going to bring this to the ladies that that like statement necklaces. So there's about 100 ladies, and I'm bringing about 65 statement necklaces to this event before Christmas. So I'm hoping to sell out, but I would like to fix this so I could sell it to one of them because I just think they would love it. So anyway, I'm usually not this chatty Cathy, but oh my gosh. This is a scarab pin. So when I first saw this, the colors just sort of popped out at me. And these are little bugs, scarab bugs. And there's all sorts of pins like this that you can find in different vintage antique areas. But most of them have the stones all the way around, or they have rhinestones in the middle. This has a colored stone and then a gray scarab, and then another colored stone, and then a gold scarab, etc. So every other one is gold with colors. But I thought it was just a really cool brooch. Hi, Maria. Welcome on in. And it has some really unique etchings on the back, which I think I'm actually going to put this again in the resellers information, because I know somebody like Felicia, maybe you, Tony, would know more about this, but it's just a really cool piece. And as I've been watching you, Tony, and Rachel, and some of the other sellers, I'm sort of picking pieces which just stand out to me, like sort of speak to me, as it were. And that's sort of how I'm doing it. And I'm just having a blast. So yeah, that's that. So you wish you're still learning. Okay. So I'm going to run this again. I ran this in the beginning, and now there's a lot more people here. This is also vintage, but brand new old stock. This is from the American Jewelry Company, and it is a Noah's Ark bracelet, and has the American Jewelry Company stamp on the back. And it's really cute. I have one pair of earrings. So as soon as I find the earrings, I have the earrings brand new on the card. These were brand new in a plastic bag, but they've never been worn. It's new old stock, basically, and has been sitting in Rhode Island in storage since the 80s, basically. So I'm running this now, and if anybody's interested, I have 5 more bracelets, and then I also have 1 pair of earrings. So that is an option. Okay, thank you so much. Sandy, welcome on in. So many colors. Welcome on in. Glad to have you. So for those who are new, I normally sell new jewelry or new vintage jewelry. I usually don't have antiques or anything like that, but I have a box of vintage and antiques that I'm slowly selling. But I often get new, well, I shouldn't say often. I would say every 3 to 4 months I get some new old stock Joan Rivers. And that's what this necklace is here. Gold necklace from the 80s, never worn. Again, this was sitting in storage in Rhode Island, and that's where, in the beginning, before Joan started having her jewelry made in Thailand and China, all of her jewelry was made in Rhode Island. And so I bought this from a jewelry seller in Rhode Island, and this is new stock, just been sitting somewhere in Rhode Island since the 80s. So a beautiful gold beaded Joan Rivers. So I hope you guys have a great afternoon. I'm the first train, or the first car, I should say, on this train. And we're going to have a great afternoon of antiques, collectibles, and jewelry. So it's going to be awesome. I have 2 more Joan Rivers necklaces that I'm going to move to the stage. I apologize right now because I have to sort of show you my messy area so I can grab these necklaces. I'm being overwhelmed with jewelry, if you can't tell. And I have to put all this away because I'm going out of town. And yeah, I need to clean. It's just unbelievable. You know how you buy a few things and then before you know it, you have half the house full? Yeah, that's what's happening here. So this is another vintage 1980 Joan Rivers necklace. This is a long one, over 18 inches, brand new clasp. This is new old stock, never been worn, never been owned by anybody. Have the amber sort of spacers there. And this is just a great Joan necklace, sort of wearable for any occasion. And I'm going to start that. That's running now. Next week when I'm out of town, I'm getting 6 more Joan necklaces. There is one reseller in Rhode Island that gets them, and he always sells them to these guys that are jewelry resellers. And I sort of gave him grief. I'm like, listen, this is killing me listening to guys talk about Joan Rivers and try to sell her necklaces. Like, you can't. Like, send them to me. So he got 6 of them and he's going to send them. So I'm really excited. I can't wait to get them. So hi, Teal Chickadee. Welcome on in. So happy to have you. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I have 2 more minutes before I have to go to the next person on the train. If there's anything that somebody would like me to run, just let me know. I'm looking for my little road runner here. I'm digging through my pile trying to find my 1960s Jerry's Road Runner. This is embarrassing to me, you guys. You're seeing all my junk. Oh my gosh. So here it is. Please tell me that somebody else has the same problem as me. That's running now. This is from the 1960s. Jerry. Okay, I don't feel so bad. I have to clean off my whole kitchen table today because it's gotten out of hand. Has the Jerry engraving on the back. So I have 2 minutes left. My store is filled. If you click the bottom right, the little hamburger, you'll see everything that I've ran. If you've missed it, I can run it again. So take a quick look at the store and let me know if there's something you want me to run again. I am going to bring a few things to Minnesota and try to run. I'm going to Minnesota to see my parents for the week. And my sister's having a bridal shower for me next Saturday, an English tea party bridal shower. Even though I'm already married, we're having the bridal shower. And so my dad has a friend that sells antiques. And so he just got a load of vintage and costume jewelry. So Monday I'm going over to dig in his stuff. And then I'm going to try to have a show for you guys on Tuesday if I find any good treasures. So at the very least, we'll have vintage costume jewelry. I can't promise it will be antiques or collectibles or signed, but he's got, my dad says, a whole bedroom of it, and he's separating it into plastic baggies. So that is what I'm doing Monday, and I can hardly wait. So if anybody has anything else they want me to rerun, I'm happy to do that. Otherwise, I'm going to try to add some of this to my bin so you can go anytime and check it out. But I'm going to go to the next car on the train. And thanks so much for joining me. Thank you, everybody, for your bids. And have a great Saturday. Oh, I'm going to wait because she's not quite ready yet. So I don't want to have you guys just lose the whole stream. So I'm going to just wait until the next person is ready. I have to see, is it Nell? I think it's Nellie who's the next one on the train that we're going to. And she has lots of vintage things. So she's the next train. And oh, that's at 4. Okay, well, I'll see who's next and hopefully they're ready to roll. So it's only 12:30 here in California. I am getting the times all confused. But I'm going to just end the stream now and hopefully whoever's next will pick it up. So have a good day, you guys.